Hello, I'm Mark Simmons and welcome to Can We Talk. Today we will be speaking with Serge Fronkevic, award-winning director of C'est La Vie. Serge, what do you think you bring to production as a director?
Well, mostly I tell people what not to do with a script because there are just so many different directions you can go with interpreting the script, with making sure you bring your own character into it. Is that the main thing that people need to get is what the focus is of the project, or what the focuses are, what are the points that people need to concentrate on to get right. That's what I think director is about. It's about saying no to all the unimportant things and saying yes to those things that actually matter.
Do you think it's easier to direct if you have written the script?
Not at all. I think if you've written the script like I have, you're more biased because you kind of love your own script, so that kind of restricts you in some points, and restricts other people as well because they're afraid to come to you and say this line's a piece of shit. So sometimes you have to encourage people to come to you and say this line is a piece of shit because they know that you're the one who wrote the script and they don't want to talk to you that way. So no, I don't think it's easier. I think it's the other way around, actually.
Do you think it's easier to direct if you have the written script already?
Not at all. I think it's actually the other way around because, first of all, you yourself are very biased towards your script because you love it, because you've written it. And second, the people who work with you, the amazing cast and crew, they are more reluctant to say that they don't like something about the script because you're the writer. So they're more reluctant to call you names and tell you that you haven't done something right with the script. So I definitely think that it's quite good sometimes to have a disconnect from the script. So I sometimes encourage my cast and crew to tell me what they really think to make sure they're not sugarcoating anything.
Are you a visual director that allows actors to get on with it? Or are you an actor's director who concentrates on performance and allows the director of photography to get on with the visuals?
I'm both, because I'm a bit of a control freak, so I can't just allow something to happen without me being in the midst of it. So I like working with the actors a lot. I like setting up the shots a lot. But what's very important is that you let people do your jobs. So for cinematographers, set up all the lights, set up all the cameras, and not be in the way. For the actors, it's the same thing. Sometimes they need a moment alone to concentrate on the character, to figure out what the moment is. So it's very important to sometimes know when to shut up as well.
As a writer-director, what do you think is the most important component in making a good film? The script, the acting, or the visuals?
I think it's everything combined. It's the whole package. When the audience comes to see the film, they don't say, the script was good, but this, blah, blah, blah. What they say is, I love this film, or I hate this film, or I thought this film was mediocre. So they view it as a package. So a director, producer, or anybody else should approach the film as a package as well. So I think, by getting good script, really awesome cast and crew, just getting full on, trying to get everything as well as possible, you can make a really good package that will make people say, wow.
How do you deal with difficult actors? The actors that think they know everything?
Well, it depends what you mean by difficult actor. The actor who can't take direction, I don't hire. I hire only the actors who can take direction, but I also very appreciate actors' input. Actors are really smart people, and they can make very good suggestions. So it's very important that you listen to them and think, is it good or isn't? And if it is very good, you ask them to go ahead with what they came up with.
How do you handle an actor who has got the wrong perspective of a scene but still thinks their performance is wonderful?
Well, like I mentioned, I don't hire actors who don't take direction. Actors, good actors at least, the ones that work with me, they rely on the director to give them feedback, and they do all they can to listen to that feedback. And I've never come across with an actor who I couldn't agree on what works and what doesn't. Sometimes it just takes a little bit more persuasion, sometimes it takes a bit more stepping back and take a look at it. But there is always something that you can find to talk to these guys. They're really smart, and you should just sometimes listen to them as well.
Are there any tips you can give for up-and-coming directors?
Focus. Focus is a very important thing. You have to understand the task at hand, the project at hand, what are the most important elements, what the most important elements in the script, in the camera work, and everything, and do your best to work towards highlighting those main things.
Serge, thank you very much for your insights. I look forward to seeing your film later this year.